Trump, the manufactured mob prince of American power. Donald Trump's public image has always been a carefully constructed illusion, an illusion financed first by his father's wealth and later sustained by the hidden powers of global finance and lobbying networks. From his earliest days in New York real estate, Trump was less a self-made entrepreneur than the golden boy of inherited money, marketing himself with exaggerations and outright lies about his fortune. He sold himself as a symbol of success, but behind the glittering facade was a man entangled with the mob, shady financiers, and political patrons who ensured his survival each time his ventures collapsed. The mob, Roy Cohn, and the New York underworld. Trump's rise in New York was inseparable from the city's mafia-dominated construction industry. His towers were built with mob-linked unions, non-unionized immigrant labor, and ruthless cost-cutting at the expense of workers who were often cheated out of pay. At Trump's side was Roy Cohn, the infamous lawyer who had been Senator Joseph McCarthy's hatchet man during the Red Scare. Cohn introduced Trump to the dark art of power: intimidate your enemies, cultivate influence in the courts, and always keep powerful friends in the shadows. It was under Cohn's tutelage that Trump learned a lesson he would never forget. In America, justice is for sale, and power is the only true currency. The casino debacle and the Rothschild bailout. Trump's foray into the casino business in Atlantic City was a textbook example of corruption disguised as ambition. With his casinos bleeding money and bankruptcy looming, it appeared that Trump's empire was finished. But then came a lifeline from the Rothschild banking network, which orchestrated a bailout that preserved Trump's public image while ensuring his role as a useful frontman. Far from being the genius businessman he claimed to be, Trump was in fact a pawn whose failures were covered up to keep him on the board. His career of resurrections was never the result of personal brilliance, but of powerful interests ensuring that their golden boy remained useful, above the law through Jewish power. As Trump's career developed, so did his reliance on the vast influence of pro-Israel lobbying networks and financiers. These forces made him feel untouchable, above the law, as he realized that wealth and connections could shield him from accountability. The same lobby that secured his bailouts and protected his ventures would later bankroll his political career, with figures like Jared Kushner serving as the bridge between Trump and Netanyahu's vision for the Middle East. In Trump's world, Gaza was not a land for its people, but a real estate project waiting to be built on the ruins of a genocide. The presidency, lies, power, and the selling of America. When Trump rode his wave of lies into the White House, following another crook, Joe Biden, he knew exactly what he was there to do. His presidency was not about serving the American people, but about filling his pockets and selling access to the highest bidders. Just as he cheated workers in New York, he now viewed the machinery of state as another enterprise to be exploited. One of the clearest signs of this mindset will come at the end of his mandate. The list of pardons he will sell to cronies and criminals, just as he did in his final days in office the first time. The bigger picture, masters of the puppet show. But Trump is only one clown in a larger circus. The United States is not defined by Trump, nor by Biden, nor by any of the temporary actors paraded before the public. Democrats and Republicans alike serve the same masters, an entrenched elite that acts as if it were divine, holding the global financial system hostage. These families and networks, who stole their wealth from the 99.9% of humanity, dictate who rises and who falls, staging elections as theater while deciding outcomes behind the curtain. Trump, with his arrogance and corruption, embodies the system perfectly. A man who always behaved like a criminal, who betrayed the very workers that built his empire, and who turned politics into yet another casino where the House, controlled by the elite, always wins. His story is not a tale of American greatness, but a mirror reflecting the decay of a system where money rules, justice bends, and the people remain prisoners of powers they can neither see nor challenge.